Namaste. My name is Vishwa. In this video, I will talk about what is the origin of Tantra. So as per the Tantric text, the origin of Tantra is Lord Shiva himself. He gave the knowledge of Tantra in Himalayas at Mount Kailas at the beginning of the time. However, based on the archaeological evidence, today we can be able to trace the worship of Shiva and Shakti, and that is found in Bhimbetka, Madhya Pradesh, which is in central India. They are dated 9000 BC. Similar evidences were found in Indus Valley, where the idols of goddess and Sivalingam were found. They were dated between 7000 BC and 3000 BC. But based on the theories, there are different opinions. There are two major theories on the origin of Tantra. One theory says that Tantra is Vedic because there are many similarities and its progressive development. In Tantric text, you will find a repeated reference of Vedas. So it is considered that it is a special branch of Veda. So in Sanskrit it is said Shruti Shakha Vishesha. Word Tantra was first found in Rig Veda, but the fourth Veda, the Atharvaveda, is considered as a Tantric Veda because it has a magical charm. On the other side, many masters believe that the Tantra is pre-Vedic because it's really unique in its approach. Some say that the original Tantric text was lost, as how the Tantric texts are by nature. Yes, it is said that as the time changes, new Tantric texts appear and the old one disappear. So, if we take the pre-Vedic history or theory, Veda is considered to be coming out of that lost text. And some of the text I read where it says that the first Agama text came, from which Yamala text came, and from that Vedas, and from Veda rest of the text appeared. However, there is no concrete evidence about this theory which can be verified. There is no documentation about that. There is no text which shows that. So irrespective of the theories, my interest is about the knowledge and how it is helpful to us. At the end, many masters agreed that both Vedic and Tantric texts are part of one great tradition. They simply have two different orientations. It is like two faces of the same coin. And these two faces are Vedic and Tantric. So I will cover the major similarities and differences between these two systems for a better understanding. So as you can see, there are some similarities between these two traditions, such as rituals, which includes mantras and karmkandas of Vedas, purification or bhuta shuddhi of yoga, false identification about ourselves in which we consider our body and mind as who we are. That is from Vedanta. And the devotion or bhakti of Puranas. They are common between Vedas and Tantra. However, it is important to point out that the Vedas were written by a specialist for a specialist. So there is the importance of qualified priests, yajna, and importance of certain classes of society. But Tantra was written by a specialist and practitioners, in which the qualified teacher or a guru and the puja or worship was more important, and it was open to all. Many tantric practices in its texts are in coded form, which can be only revealed by a qualified teacher or master. In general, Vedas focuses on society as a whole, but the practices are more internal in nature and usually avoids the world. But Tantra starts with external practices, accepts everything, and empowers an individual to experience the world. If you are more interested to know about some other differences between the Vedic and Tantric system, I have another video available which I will put a link and you can watch that. However, Tantra is not a stagnant system. It is a system that adapts itself to the needs of time. The old Tantric text fades away with the time, and the new one gets written to replace them. Tantra has changed and developed throughout the ages. It never remains attached under one fixed dogma, and it will continue to change and adapt to the time. Tantra is considered to be the system of the present age or Kali Yuga, as mentioned by Lord Shiva in Tantric texts. So on a high level, the characteristic of Tantra can be divided into three major areas, but fundamentally there are two. The first aspect is its philosophy and theory of creation and destruction of the universe. So the Tantric theory says that there is no beginning and no end. Whatever you see and experience are merely the projection of divine energy of the Creator. There is no difference between the Creator and creation. The second aspect of the Tantra is it's a belief that the performance of tantric rituals and the techniques helps you to facilitate, to access the divine energy, and that empowers you as a practitioner. So, to impart these techniques and rituals, it is important to have a guru and a shishya relationship, or a master or a teacher and a student relationship. So these are the important aspects and characteristics of Tantra. However, you might have got curious now that who was the first teacher and student of Tantra. So as per Mahanirvana Tantra text, Lord Shiva taught his divine consort Shakti or Parvati the knowledge of Tantra by expounding first on Vedanta, and then he went through Sankhya philosophy, and at the end he taught Shaiva Tantra or Shaiva Agama. This is all for the benefit of human beings. So Shiva became the first teacher, and the Shakti Parvati became the first student of Tantra. Later, Shakti took the turn as a teacher and Shiva became a student. And this knowledge shared by Shakti was called Shakta Tantra. It was also said that through the ages, as the time passed, people start to lose the Tantra knowledge, and the great masters of Tantra hid themselves to escape from the worldly people. Thus, slowly these teachings were lost. So time to time, again, according to Gayatri Tantra, Sri Ganesha, son of Shiva and Parvati, first preached the Tantra to Deva Yoni on Mount Kailasha in Himalayas, after he had himself received from the mouth of his father Shiva. Another tantric text says that during the present era of Kali Yuga, Shiva appeared at the Mount Kailas and gave or revealed the knowledge of Tantra to sage Durvasa and then disappeared. So the knowledge of Tantra was first revealed by Shiva, so he is the first teacher in every age. As the time passed, people lost the information, but he came back and reintroduced it. So the tantric text revealed by Shiva was called Shaiva Agama or Shaiva Tantra, which is also the root of Shakta Tantra. Tantric texts are basically a conversation between Shiva and Shakti. It's like two lovers talking and sharing the information. Just to add this information also, that the Buddhist Tantra, which is another living tradition, is basically modeled on Shaiva Agama or Tantra. I hope this information was useful for you. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Namaste. Thank you so much for listening. If you like the information, please subscribe, like and share so that everyone else can also enjoy this.